Young kids were on it. Old people were on it. Mothers, everybody. Heroin epidemic of the United States. Somebody needs to do a book. Y'all should do research and do a book on the heroin epidemic from about 1967 to 1977. That is an untold book, because if you ever write it, it's going to expose George Bush and the Reagan and Carter, all of them together. Our voice was never heard. When we watched on television Ronald Reagan say, we're going to do X, Y, and Z. The next day, it happened to us. If you want to see what life was like, hold on 1 second. Where's Malik at?
I'll get him.
Yeah, shut the doors. No one else is allowed in. Let them in either in groups of 10 or whatever. You guys are the last ones. Welcome to the session. Let me continue. So 1972, heroin is everywhere. The Vietnam War is taking young men out of the community every day. How many people are here 18? Anybody? You're eligible for the draft. Imagine getting a letter. I got a letter from the government the other day. I opened and read it. It said they were suckers. They wanted me for their army or whatever. Picture me giving a damn. I said, this line that Chuck D laid down spoke right to 1972, when letters were coming to our older brothers and sisters saying, yo, Vietnam War, you have a 1-year tour of Vietnam. And you either had to run then to Canada, go to jail, like Muhammad Ali, or go and fight that war. This was our reality. I'm 7 years old. I'm aware of all of this. Just to speed you up to 2004. How many 7-year-olds are aware of the Iraq War, American war that's going on today? In 2004, how many 7-year-olds are aware of that? Okay, stop there, go back. 1972, I'm 7 years old. I'm aware of Vietnam, the civil rights struggle. I know who's the drug dealers, the cops, the crooked cops, the good cops. I know the gang members, I know whoever. I'm 7 years old. This is the mind of the hip hopper in the early days. Kool Herc is outside playing music. No flyers. You stick your head out the window and you hear, yo, where that, is that 123 Park? Yo, is that 92 Park? Yo, is that Cedar Park? Yo, let's go outside. You have to walk around, walk up 1 block. Nah, it ain't here. Walk up another block. Nah, man, it's coming from up there. You walk up there, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, go. Yo, that's 23 Park. They jamming in 23 Park. And you start walking to 123 Park, which, by the way, 123 Park was PS 123. It's where Africa Bambaataa in 1974 would start playing and introduce Zulu Nation. I'm not up to that yet. But I mentioned this Park 1911. I mentioned this this piece here because you got to understand, also looking at hip hop today in its mainstream, back then, the way we thought and acted was, we don't want nothing to do with the mainstream. The reason we was called hip hop is because we didn't want to have nothing to do with the mainstream. Our parents, we already saw our parents come. I want to be down with your educational system. Get out of here, nigga. I want to be down with your American Medical Association. Get your punk ass. This is how our parents were getting treated. You know, I want to be down with the justice system. I want to be down. I want inclusion. It's the whole Martin Luther King argument. I want to be down with what you know. I want to be down. This is the civil rights argument on one side. I want to be down with you, America. Open the door and let me in. Malcolm X said, rethink the whole thing. Hip-hop took that advice. In American history, you are hearing Dr. Martin Luther King's advice, which is an excellent advice. I would sum Martin Luther King up in this way, generalizing his philosophy in this way. This is what makes Martin Luther King so dope, is that he taught that in the face of hypocrisy, lawless lawmakers, when the people who make the laws are breaking them in front of you, your highest weapon is to stand in the law, and by showing them the mirror image of their own hypocrisy, you bring about justice. To do that, you have to let the dog bite you. You got to stand there when they're shooting the water, because your purpose for standing there is that this is a hypocrisy to your entire way of life. If I don't stand here, the hypocrisy will not be heard. It will not be seen. If I don't march, nobody will know that there is hypocrisy as you're throwing stuff, spitting on us, and doing all this, shooting guns and stuff. Yeah, we have to show the hypocrisy. So Martin Luther King taught us that. Stand up in the face of hypocrisy with justice. Be justice. Don't look for it, be it. That's what Martin Luther King taught us in passive nonviolent resistance. Don't break the law. Uphold it beyond the criminals that are coming after you. Martin Luther King was dope. Can't front on him. We just didn't take his advice. Malcolm X said, tear this whole thing down. Nothing here works. The only solution is separation. That's it. If Malcolm X was here today, I guarantee he would have a problem with this whole reparations argument that we are having as an African community. If you really read Malcolm X and his thoughts on self-determination, self-evidence, that kind of stuff, what black people should be doing within and for themselves, we contradicting that. What we still doing is, I want to be down. I want what you got. Everything the white man get, we want. Every validation the white man aspires to, we want. And that's some controversial talk, I'm telling you for real. But hip-hop didn't go there. 1972, we said, you keep your mainstream. Keep it, we don't want it. We tried to get in your dance schools. You dissed us and dissed our parents. Now we create breaking. And now none of your dance schools can make money unless you have breaking in it. This is what we knew in 72. Don't think hip-hop is a mistake. Every step of the way we were thinking. Stop the violence movement. Human education against lies. All in the same gang. Thinking. This is not no haphazard thing. We knew from the beginning exactly what we were doing and how we were going to do it. And what was the point? Peace, love, unity, and having fun. Africa Bambaataa, 1974. Peace, love, unity, and having fun. 1974, a gang member named Lance goes to Africa, meets the Zulu chief, sits down with the Zulu chief. Somehow he impresses the Zulu chief so much that the Zulu chief makes Lance what is called a Zulu king. Lance comes back as an honorary Zulu king to the Bronx in 74 and calls his new organization Zulu Nation, and Lance changed his name to Africa Bambaataa. It became Africa Bambaataa and the Zulu Nation in 1974, and with that declaration came peace, love, unity, and having fun. But in 1979, the Sugar Hill Gang came out. Stop here for a minute. From 1970 to 1979, heroin is crazy in the community. From 1970 to 1979, black men are being arrested for no reason.